Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. This is the Girlfriend Experience Classroom, and I am your girl, Jamie Drew. First of all, can we talk about these beautiful paintings back here? Yes, this is two separate paintings. And you guys know every time I do a show, I always have my paintings in the background because I like to show them off to you. So if you are interested in one of my original paintings, then check it out on the girlfriendexperience.org. Many of you have already made your purchase, and I thank you so much. And I hope you are enjoying your original artwork. So, you see tonight's topic, we are talking about pro tips for online dating. So, if you're single, you need to be watching this video because you know your girl Jamie Drew is going to give it to you straight. So, I am online dating. And I have been online dating for quite some time. You know, you may have a boo here and there, but then you, in between boos, you dabble back into the online dating. So I am here to give you all the tips that you need in this online dating world. I know a lot of you are new to the online dating world because, you know, it's something that you never considered getting into, especially you men, you guys, and your ego, you're like, oh, I never thought I would have to resort to online dating. Well, I guess in a quarantine you are. So don't worry. I'm here to help you. I'm going to give you some tips. Men and women, let's go. If you're online dating or you want to be online dating, then you need to get in here. First things first, click like, click share. Make sure you comment on this video because I want to have somebody to talk to. I don't want to be sitting here talking to myself the whole time. So make sure you share this video and let me know that you shared this video so I can thank you personally. Okay, so let's dive right into it because I see a few people in here with me already. And you want to know, oh, Jamie, I'm online dating. This is so crazy. How am I supposed to get through this? Well, just breathe. That's number one. Okay, so first of all, you need to pick the right site. Now, there's so many different sites out there, but you have to know what your preference is, okay? There is Bumble. Now, I personally like Bumble because it's one of those dating sites that is woman friendly, right? You know, you get to go on there and swipe on the particular guys that you like, and the guys cannot talk to you unless you both swipe right, okay? So if you both swipe right, then you as a woman, you have to initiate the conversation and the guy just has to wait. I personally love that because, ladies, I know what you go through with online dating. You get bombarded with messages and literally hundreds of messages, right? And it becomes so overwhelming. You don't like half of them and you end up giving up, right? So we don't want you to do that. Bumble is a good site for you to just pick the guy you want, swipe right, and he can only talk to you if both of you like each other. So that's one of the good ones. There's also Plenty of Fish out there. There's OkCupid out there. There's Match. There is eHarmony. You know, these are like the most popular dating sites. There's Christian Mingle, okay? There, you have to know which one is right for you. So my advice for you is to check all of them out. Now, if you're on a budget, of course you want to stick to the ones that are free. Now, you have to be careful because there's some sites out there that will entice you, bring you in, like for instance, Match.com. They will reel you in, and then you have to pay to even see your messages. So somebody sends you a message, you open it, you try to reply, they let you have one reply or something, they reel you in, and then they're like, oh, you gotta pay $100. Bam. So let it work toward your budget. You know, what are you looking for? So if you are looking for somebody who may have a little bit of extra money in their pocket, have a little bit more cash to burn, then maybe you need to think about investing and going on one of those paid dating sites like Match.com or eHarmony because you may find somebody that is a higher quality, that is more serious about, you know, the dating process because they're willing to invest their money into it, okay? The free ones are free for all, willy-nilly. Anybody anybody can get on them. And so you may not have as quality of dates on there. So it all depends on what you're looking for. You may be looking for a fling. You may be looking for a little one night romp. You may be getting bored in these corona times. Or you may be looking for a serious relationship, somebody to seriously date, somebody to seriously consider as a partner for life. And so you want to think about that when you're choosing these dating sites. So when you get on and make your profile and everything, you'll be able to look on there and see the guys and gals that are on there, and you'll be able to tell from there. So that's number one, is picking the right site. I know it gets overwhelming and you probably want to give up, but just know that every site is not made equal. Okay? All right, so let's move on to number 2. Know your limits. Okay? If you know that you cannot do a long distance relationship and you like somebody that's right by your side all the time, then don't pick somebody that is 5 hours, 10 hours drive away, because you know that's not realistic for you. And the excitement of being online and communicating with the person is going to get old pretty quickly. I mean, because seriously, you are really having the same conversation over and over and over and over again when you're online dating, right? What are the same questions? How old are you? Where do you work? Who do you live with? How many kids do you have? Do you want more kids? Like, these are the typical questions that everybody is asking. So you have to know what it is that you like before you even begin to swipe, before you even go on that online dating, okay? Because you may want to set up some parameters. Now, I know me, I'm a bit selective about who it is that I let into my personal space. So on my dating profile, I have set up parameters. Certain people can't even contact me. You see what I'm saying? So if you are a 25-year-old young man, well, I'm sorry, you swipe right till the cows come home, but I won't even see it. You know why? Because I have my parameters set up that I want a certain age and older, because I'm a grown woman and I need a grown man. Okay? So know what your limits are, know what your age requirements are, know where you want the person to live. Some of you may have education requirements, and that's okay. Everybody has their own requirements, what they want in a person. And so just remember that, especially when you're thinking about long distance, because, it can get kind of, like I said, overwhelming or kind of tedious to be swiping, and then there's nobody else, in your neighborhood or within 20 miles of you, and you want to open it up and you say, okay, I'm going to go 60 miles out, but are you willing to drive an hour away to see your boo? Okay, if you're not willing to drive an hour away to see your boo, then you need to be a little bit more realistic with yourself, and take your parameters down to a smaller distance. Let's get into number 3. Okay, I can't stress this enough. Date within your league. Okay, what I mean by that is, if you're not top notch, don't think you're gonna get top notch. It just ain't happening. It's just not. If your hair's sitting all over your head, but you want the best looking person with the best grooming, that's not gonna happen. You have to be a match for what it is that you want. Ladies, if you out there wearing your bonnet and stuff to the grocery store out in public and everything, you're not gonna get that wonderfully refined man. You're not gonna get him. And guys, if you have your mustache hanging over your lip, you're not going to get that beautiful girl. You're not going to get that arm candy that you're looking for. You have to date within your league. Go and look at yourself in the mirror. See what you have going on. Write a list of the pros and cons of dating you. Would you date you? Okay? If you wouldn't date you and you have to second guess it, the way you look, the way you behave, the way you're groomed, the way you smell, well, guess what? Nobody else, you're not going to get the cream of the crop. You're not. If you want somebody with beautiful white teeth, but your teeth are yellow, or you're missing some teeth, I'm just going to be honest. You're not going to be able to get the person that you want, because they're going to be overlooking you. I'm telling you guys. And I've said this on camera before. I've said this publicly before. I have accidentally now dated men with no teeth. If you heard this story before, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell it again. I went out with a guy. We met at like a bar lounge type of place. Got a couple of beers, okay? I noticed that when he was talking to me, he kept leaning in. I'm like, why does this guy keep trying to whisper in my ear? And he just leaning in, talking to me. I said, huh, something's up in that mouth. Something is up with that grill that he doesn't want to show me. So, of course, after a couple of beers, your boy relaxes a little bit, and I see this right here is missing. Now, why he thought he could date a person with all their teeth, I don't know. But I don't go for that. And so that's what I mean by dating in your league. If you're missing some teeth, hey, that's your business. If you're missing some teeth, like Tabitha said, that's your business. But it's also my business not to date someone that is missing some teeth. So some of you are out there wondering, why can't I get a good man? Why can't I get a good woman? Well, you have some things to work on with yourself, before somebody of that caliber that you're looking for is going to be attracted to you. Okay? But if you're sitting there and you're not healthy, and you've got dark circles under your eyes or puffy eyes, or you drink like a fish and your eyes are all red all the time, and your hair is dry and brittle and your lips are chapped, then you sitting there wondering why people aren't swiping on you. Come on, this should be a given. But I have to tell some people this because there are some people out there that need to hear this. I'm sorry to say it. Listen, I raise my hand. I'm online dating and I see some of these things. You need to get it together. Okay. Date within your league. Okay. Know what you're worth and what your partner is worth. And make sure that you match that person vibrationally. I see some of y'all are shocked. Okay. Yes, it happened to me. It can happen to anybody. And so, with that being said, in order to really see what somebody has going on, because dating online is very hard, I would suggest, number 4, my suggestion is that you video chat first. Why do I say this? Well, it's really hard to see somebody in a 2-dimensional picture and think that you're going to get a 3D view of them. If I take a picture like this, that is all or like you have no idea that, bam, the side of my hair is shaved off. You get what I'm saying? These little things that you cannot get. Guys, maybe the guy might have a Mike Tyson voice, and then you start talking to him and you think he's so cute, and then he starts talking like Mike Tyson, and you're like, oh no, I didn't sign up for this. You know what I'm saying? So video chatting is the way to go because you'll be actually able to see that person. Some people put filters and things on their picture or whatever. You never know how they talk. When you're dating somebody in person, okay? When you meet somebody, I don't care if it's at the gas station, you can smell them. You can hear their voice. You can see how tall they are. You can see their physique. You can see all these things in person that you cannot see online. So it's really important. And I would suggest, look, the dating app that I'm on, I'm telling y'all all my business, but I don't care. I'm on Bumble right now, okay? Bumble allows me not only like the people who I like and not have anybody communicate with me that I don't like, but it also allows me to make phone calls and video chats online, okay? So that way you don't have to give out your phone number to everybody because, if you meet somebody in person, you may give that person your phone number. But if you're swiping right on these dating sites, then you may have 5, 6, 7, 8 people, and you don't want to give your number out to all of those people. So find a dating site that will allow you to make those video calls first. Or if you're okay with giving out your phone number, then go ahead and give out your phone number and do that FaceTime first. Do that video chat first so that you can really see what the person is like, okay? What the person looks like, 3-dimensional from side to side and all that good stuff, okay? Number 5 is be okay with being dumped. Okay. Okay, it has happened to your girl. I have done it to people. It just happens. You get dumped. Okay, don't take offense. It's really not that serious. People are online dating. They're sifting through multiple people. They may be talking to multiple people at one time, and then somebody just rises to the top that they like a little better than they like you, or maybe the person is more local. Remember, I was talking about the whole long distance thing. Maybe the person is more local than you, and they had a faster connection with that person, were able to meet up with that person in person. And although they may really like you and you may be a great catch, you still might not make the cut. So don't get offended. Don't get offended when a person stops responding. Don't get offended if the person has a short conversation and you weren't, after the video chat, you don't vibe well. Listen, this is online dating. Don't get upset, okay? Especially you haven't seen this person in person yet. Anything could happen, okay? Don't get upset if they don't call you back. Don't get upset if they don't like you anymore, okay? It's online dating. Relax. They are probably talking to a lot of different people. So don't get all caught up when you haven't even met the person in person yet, okay? All right, let's move on to the next thing. Now, this should be self-explanatory, but you need to meet in a public place. That's kind of a duh. Now, I know it's hard right now with quarantine. You have to find outdoor activities to do, a little picnic, a little hike, go and get some ice cream. Guys, this is your season. This is where you can really get off cheap, because you can't take somebody to a fancy indoor restaurant or anything like that. Okay, so this is where you get off cheap on the dates. You don't have to pay for so much because there's not so many places to go. And you have to go a lot of places during the daytime. They have outdoor seating, or, things are a little bit different right now. So guys, this is when you get off a little bit earlier, but definitely stay safe. Okay. I know we're all in quarantine, but don't let your guard down. Okay. You need to meet in public, whether you're online dating or not. Really, you don't know the person. You're getting to know the person and you have no idea what they're capable of. So really stay safe. Don't give this person your address. Meet in a mutual location. Drive your own car. Don't let them pick you up. All that good stuff. And if they're offended by it, then see you later. You ain't the one for me. Okay? All right. Number 7. This is the part I really like. Do your research. Now listen. Know that that person is going to be doing their research too. They're going to be looking you up. I'm telling you, once you give me your phone number, look, that's me. Look, I'm in my phone. I'm looking you up. Listen, all I need is a first name and a phone number. Okay, you got 3 brothers and sisters. Your credit bad. You was speeding yesterday. You work at Hardee's. You know what I'm saying? There are so many public records out there, you guys. Just know that the person is going to research you. And so you might as well do the same. See what this person is about. You've never met this person before. You may Google this person. Google their phone number, okay? Put their phone number into truepeoplesearch.com, okay? Look them up on social media. See the things that they're talking about. See what's going on in their lives. See if they're married, okay? Sometimes you have to do that. So, when you're online dating, it's not the same as meeting a person and, maybe you were a mutual friend of somebody. This is a real deal stranger, just like meeting somebody on the corner. So you really have to do your research and figure out who it is that you are dealing with. So do your research and don't be afraid if the person does the research on you too. So make sure your social media is cleaned up and all that good stuff, because hey, when you start online dating, you start giving your phone number out, people are going to research you and they're going to find every little thing that they can on you. All right, so number 8, I have hold off on the filters. Can y'all just please be real? Okay? They're going to find out what you look like anyway. Okay? So it really is not worth your time to be out here catfishing people. Okay? You put the filter on, you're giving this person this illusion of what you look like, and then they may be disappointed when they meet the real you, and then you can't get mad because you misrepresented yourself. So basically you lied, okay? So hold off on the filters, get outside, get into some natural light or something. You know, there's nothing wrong with looking your best, but having the filters on just really gives people, a disillusion to who you really are. And then they meet you in person and you look like the crackhead version of yourself. Your skin tone is different, your blemishes are different, your weight is different, everything is different. And with that being said, stop putting up them old ass pictures. Stop putting up those high school pictures of you and everything. Nobody want to see that. We want to see you now, currently, okay? And also, look, stop taking pictures like this. Guys, y'all like to take pictures from underneath yourselves like that. Okay, come on, straight on, get your camera angles right and all that kind of stuff. Take good pictures so that people know what they're getting themselves into. If you a fat girl, if you a fat guy, you need to be fat and proud, okay? Take a full body picture. You cannot hide yourself. You cannot take these neck up shots only. People want to see what your body looks like. They want to see if they are attracted to you. And there is nothing wrong with that. Take a full body picture. They're going to see you in person anyway. So you might as well let them know up front who you are and what you look like, okay? What else do I have to say? Beware of sunglasses and people not showing their teeth. I already talked about people not, showing their teeth, but beware of somebody that has sunglasses on in every single picture, because look at all that this covers up. Okay, so if I have this much covered up, you have no idea. I looked at somebody recently. They took their sunglasses off, and the next picture just black under here, like dark, like either you're on drugs, you're not getting any sleep, something is not healthy going on there. Okay, so beware of people with sunglasses on, because they take those sunglasses off and they have those alcoholic eyes or something like that. Okay, so these pictures, they're a big deal, and that's why I told you guys, make sure you do a video chat first so you can really see this person and what they're all about. Okay, now, talking about pictures, beware of your background, okay? Always, before you take a picture, look around. Look around in the picture. What can the other person see? Do you have dirty clothes on the floor? Do you have toothbrush spit all over your mirror and you're taking this mirror selfie or something like that? Nobody wants to see that, and I guarantee they are judging you for those pictures. And if they're not judging you for those pictures, then you probably shouldn't want to date them, because they've got low standards anyway, okay? If somebody can look at a picture of you and see junk and dirt and clothes and everything all over the floor and be okay with that, then maybe y'all belong together, okay? Maybe y'all in the same league. I talked about dating within your league. Maybe y'all belong together or something, because I know me personally, I see a whole bunch of junk laying around on the floor in your background. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. So please mind your background, okay? Because if I'm minding the backgrounds. I'm looking, okay? And as a matter of fact, I can tell, where you at, where you are, what's going on in your life by your background. For instance, a lot of times, if I see you sitting on a couch and there's these thin wood planks going up and down on the wall behind you, I know you're probably in a trailer. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm a pro at this online dating stuff. If I see white painted concrete blocks, you probably in jail. Okay? Yes, people have dating profiles from jail, and they will have their pictures from jail. I lied to you, not people. I'm here to tell you the truth. Beware of that background. You never know what you're getting yourself into. Pay attention to that wood paneling. Pay attention to those concrete blocks in the background, okay? Pay attention. What other tips do I have for you guys? Take good pictures, beware background. One last tip that I have for you all, and then I'm going to get out of here. The one last tip is that practice makes perfect. If you're on the fence about somebody, go ahead and go on a date with them, okay? Because you're just practicing. You're seeing what you like. You're seeing what you don't like. You're seeing what this person's in-person vibe is. You may be smelling them. How do they smell? Does that appeal to you? You know, because you can't smell over a video chat. And for me, smell is very, very important, an important part of attraction. And so just remember that you're practicing. One bad date doesn't mean anything. Keep going on them. Go on different dates with different types of people because everybody has what they call their type. But the person that you end up marrying may not be your exact type or what you thought your type was going to be. So jump outside of the box a little bit. You know, don't be shallow, but be realistic about your standards and what it is that you like and what you don't like and all of that good stuff. And, you know, make sure that your profile is a representation of who you are. Take some pride in your profile. Take some time to answer the questions. Okay. And that may avoid the little, you know, the repeat conversations that you're having over and over and over again with people. So that's all I have. It's difficult. It is difficult online dating, but you can do it if you take those little pointers. So let's recap the pointers just in case you're just joining us. Pick the right site. Know the one for you. Know your budget, okay? Know the types of people, the quality of people that are going to be there. Know your limits, okay? Are you willing to do long distance dating? Are you not? If it's a big deal for you, then know that before you get into it with somebody. Date within your league. Don't think you're going to be somebody who's not dynamic and awesome and pick up somebody who's dynamic and awesome. Don't think that you're going to be able to, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to offend some of you, with your jobs, but you get what I'm saying. Be equally yoked with the person, okay? Be somebody who you imagine that person to be with, okay? Video chat first. Be okay with being dumped because people are just dating multiple people at the same time. So you will find the one. Don't get offended. Meet in a public place. Always be safe. Do your research. Hold off on the filters. Okay. If you want somebody to be realistic with you, then be realistic with them. Beware of people wearing sunglasses and not smiling because they could have crazy eyes, alcoholic eyes, or they could be missing some teeth. Okay. You already know the story of what happened to me. And then do your research and know that they're researching you as well. Clean up your social media and everything because people are looking. Take good pictures, okay? Mind your background and practice makes perfect, okay? This is not a perfect world, but once you keep doing something over and over again, then you'll become a pro like me. And someday you will find the one, okay? So these are pro tips on online dating. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know that some of you are private. I get a lot of DMs from people, emails from people wanting to ask me specific questions that they don't want to ask live on camera. So go ahead and send me a private message if you need to. You can also email me at info@thegirlfriendexperience.org. And until next time, peace and blessings. Thank you for watching.